Away in the end.
Do you want something from me?
Matt told me to see you.
Yes, he wanted me to give you this. A little reward for helping us peacekeepers. A UV flashlight. Could come in handy.
Thanks. He said something about a plan?
The VNC tower. Now that the lights are on, we can use the TV antenna to broadcast our call for mobilization. But first, we need to get to the top. And that's a long road. What do you want to know?
Tell me more about this radio station on the tower.
It's the tallest building in Villedor. It was once a symbol of the city's greatness. Now, a symbol of its fall.
Why do you say that?
That antenna could bring the city together once more. But anyone who goes up there trying to fire it up, guess what happens?
Nothing good, I bet.
Damn right. The city's potential shining beacon is a death trap. We're hoping it'll be different this time. We're gonna light it up with UV lamps.
What makes it so dangerous?
A volatile nest inside, so we think. It's the biggest dark zone around. Once, Night Runners tried to take it over. They wanted to use the antenna to connect all the separate groups of survivors, give the people some hope. But they never even got close to the antenna. And in the end, the Night Runners were wiped out.
Wait, wiped out? You mean every last Night Runner?
That's the problem. Frank had it all carefully planned. But for his plan to have worked, he'd need everyone. All hands on deck.
And that didn't happen?
Not everyone believed in the plan. So there was a rift. Frank thought they'd come around in time, but not everyone came around after all. The plan went to shit. It was horrifying. Those who heard the Night Runners' screams on the radio that night still have nightmares about it.
What happened to the group that refused to join the mission?
Split up, drifted apart. Whoever led the descent was branded a traitor. And the Night Runners faded into a shameful memory after that. We shouldn't waste time on the past. We need our heads in the game, here and now.
Okay, let's get going. Are the lights in place?
They would be, if Juan from Supplies would just do his job for once.
I take it that he didn't.
He's been playing hide and seek the last few days, and he's late. Getting on my nerves. So look in on Juan first. See what his deal is. And when you do find him, kick him in the ass. Tell him it's from me. Go.
He's not coming back from that. But they've given him a shot.
Ready to serve ya. About time I ran across one of these.
And it
My
didn't do
merchant,
shit.
why go below deck when you can be on top? Been casting for one of those. I'm making out like a bandit. Landed a big one. Tell everyone you got some fine booty right here.
Looking for Juan Raynor.
You don't appear to be on a schedule.
It's urgent. The commander sent me.
So Monsieur Jacques sends you?
Jacques?
Jacques Mat. Monsieur Reina is not here. I can take a message.
No, I need to talk to him in person. Where is he?
Unfortunately, I can't help. Monsieur Reina's whereabouts are no one's business. Wait if you must. Anything else?
I'll wait, but you're no fun. What about your boss? What's he do for fun?
Monsieur Reina is well known as a connoisseur of the finer things in life. Food, drink, and pretty much anything that walks on two legs.
Is he near any of these so-called finer things right now? Maybe I can drop in on him there.
Nice try, but no. I won't say.
Matt's not gonna be happy.
Juan is not particularly concerned with the little major's feelings. Do come again.
Hey, Lawan,
Aiden, getting settled in the city?
working on it. Meyer and Jack sent me to Supply. Interesting bunch. Not like any of the other PKs I've met.
That might be because they're not PKs, Eagle Eye. Business is their true faith.
I see. Anyway, I can't track down their boss.
Juan? He likes to make himself scarce. Probably lurking around the fisheye.
The canteen?
The slick bastard's even got his own table there. Bribes the cook to bring him off-menu goods. He lives like the fall never took place.
I'll look for him there.
Good luck finding him. And good luck if you do find him.
Goddamn renegades attacking the canteen now? Are we really gonna win this war?
Me too. And soon, thanks to you, I'll know as well. Over and out.
I didn't see anything. Take all my
Inhibitor container.
Leave me alone. I didn't do anything to you.
Deliver container nearby.
Matt will not forgive the renegades for that.
That's so
You talk just like my Robert.
I got what you need, I bet. I know that's right. If you're grabbing a drink, come back and see me.
Shine that harshly.
In a buying mood, are ya? Powerful stuff, hombre. Whew. Will you look at that? I'll be here for you if you need anything else.
Maybe so.
It's about what happened in Old Vildor.
Again.
Juan Raynor?
You lost, man? We didn't call for a waiter.
I've got orders to find you from Meyer and the commander. And my name's...
I know who you are, Aiden. After that bang-up with the Renegades, half the canteen wants to name their most precious offspring after you. Including Vinny here. But you interrupted our meal. State your purpose in one sentence, then please, make yourself scarce.
Oh, you know perfectly well why I'm here. The UV lamps. Meyer says you owe the Peacekeepers a delivery.
And you think your barking will make an impression on me? The Lummox-in-Chief Jack thinks he can scent his terrier, and everyone will wet themselves in terror. But what can I expect? He can't tell the difference between champagne in a crystal chalice or water from a dog's bowl. He hasn't an ounce of refinement. Isn't that right, Vinny?
I don't know.
Don't be afraid. It's not like Jack is gonna march in and have you hanged. At least not now. Ah, Vinny. When will you grow a spine? You want my attention, Aiden? Show me you deserve it. What can you offer me?
All right, listen. I'm just trying to help. I need those lamps.
So the groveling and begging begins. My favorite part. You really need him? Or Jack? What'd he promise you?
Look, you were supposed to deliver, and I was asked to make sure you do.
And how do you expect to do that? Maybe bat your pretty eyelashes at me? I'm not saying you're not my type, because you are. But I need a reason to break Vinny's heart for someone else. So you have to try harder.
Oh. Okay. Look, I could help you out as easily as I'm trying to help Matt.
I don't doubt that. I've heard you were a pilgrim. But you're new here. Smashing the skulls of a few peasants doesn't mean everyone wants to lift you up on their backs. You have to be more subtle with people. Everyone has their own desire, their own price. Your pitch just isn't working for me quite yet. Try again. You've used up all your time. Didn't pique my interest.
Look, what is it you want, Juan?
Like they used to say, if you gotta ask the price, you can't afford it.
Turning on the power will change things completely.
Returning to more pressing matters.
And
What should we try?
did you make headway with the pompous ass?
Never met a guy quite like him before.
I told you. Come see me back at my place. We'll talk.
Avery's the one to worry about. He's the alpha. Francis is...
Whoa. It's my guardian angel.
Guardian angel?
If you hadn't helped with the renegades, I'd be out of work right now, or worse.
That's more Matt's doing.
Hey, don't be modest. On the house, I'm Nicholas.
So you know Frank well?
Not old military buds well, but well enough to know back then he was a big shot. A Special Forces commando, a night runner. Quite the high-ranking mucky-muck. Until one mission, he led people into the television tower. Ended in a massacre. After that, he ditched the uniform and started the fisheye. Took out a new lease on life. But he became a haunted man. Frank relives that tower mission, start to bloody finish every day. The booze helps him get through it all.
I've seen him on a bender. Drinking like that isn't helping him get through anything.
Then imagine what he's like when he's not drinking.
Tell me about Luan.
Frank says women like her were given call signs based on cocktails. Bloody Mary, Margarita Rocks. Luan is hot shit with a hot temper. You do not want to get on her bad side. Cross her once and that's it. Game over.
So, how do things work in this place?
The fisheye? They work better than anyone predicted when Frank set up shop. 2 days and the peacekeepers will take it over or the renegades will blow it up. And nobody blew anything up. It's the safest place around by far. Neutral turf. Even bandits come here just to hash out deals over booze. Anyone can relax without the threat of violence. Rivalries are checked at the door. That's a good place to have.
I gotta go.
Wait. You interested in making a bit of money?
And how would I do that?
It's a simple job. There's a metro station under the fisheye. Used to be UV lamps in the metro that kept the infected at bay, but they stopped working because every tunnel and station is infested.
What happened?
Might be the lamps, but I doubt it. We've replaced them recently.
Maybe something cut the cables.
But what? It's not like the infected bit through them. It'd take a lot of biters to accomplish that. On the other hand, heard a couple stories like that. About infected who work together. Somehow coordinated. As if they're smarter than we think. Once, this guy at the bar told me he fell into a trap. He claimed a group of biters herded him into a dead end in a dark zone, intentionally. They didn't act like a typical mindless swarm. Said he only managed to survive by climbing onto a trash bin to reach a fire escape above the pack. But no, I wouldn't put much faith in that. If that were possible, I think we'd see it more often. Could be a blown fuse. Best bet would be to start at the electrical room.
So, you want me to turn on the lamps?
Yeah, get to the electrical room. For all we know, could just be a blown fuse. If so, you could just reset the main power supply from there. Before you go, got a little something that'll help you out. A house specialty. Guaranteed to warm those biters' bellies. Just a bit of house hooch, a bottle and an old rag. But powerful stuff. Or you can always just sneak in past the biters if you don't want to make a ruckus. Once you turn on the UVs, they'll fry anyway. And you won't end up wasting good hooch.
All right, I'll take care of it.
Aiden, remember to go there after dark. During the day, it's filled with nasties.
Yeah, thanks.
Did you hear? Peacekeepers? Renegades attack. Peacekeepers fear the dark. How is it that peacekeepers are supposed to be weak?
Nicholas? I'm in the control room.
Nice. Now just find the switch.
Nicholas, the switch didn't work.
Damn it. There's another way. Up for giving it a try?
Let's finish this.
There should be an electrical room with military generators further below. Look for an elevator. Maybe you can go down the shaft.
What are military generators doing in the metro?
Seems the tunnels work great for moving troops around the city. Only first they had to clean the infected out. And to do that, they needed a lot of light. That called for a lot of power.
Nicholas, it worked. Generators are up and running.
So the intel wasn't some booze-induced fantasy. Now get back up here. I got some beers on ice with your name on them.
Yeah, but,
Come on, just out with it already.
okay. Have a seat. I'll tell you the whole story. My name's Paul. I run a damn good scavenger team. Me and Daisy are in charge. Her son Fitz is our second. Recently, some assholes moved into our territory, trying to push us out. Avery and Francis. You heard of them? No. Well, they're bad fucking news. Daisy went to talk to him to be neighborly. Our neighbors beat her, broke her hand. It could have been worse. Even after that, we were willing to talk. I mean, we're not fighters. So Fitz took the crew with him for another meeting yesterday. They never came back. I don't know what to do. I need to find them. I need to know what happened.
I see. Okay, I can take a look. Where do I start?
You're a godsend. The team must have left from our staging area. Back in the day, it was called the Incubate Building near Goldstone Loans. The signs are still up, so you shouldn't have trouble finding it. Just take a look. I'll make it worth your while. Promise.
I'll check it out, and we'll see.
We shouldn't submit to PKs without a fight. What happened at
I'm impressed. Honestly, I didn't expect you to go all the way down.
I finish what I start.
Luan was right. You're one tenacious son of a bitch. What else can I do you for?
Got any other work?
Well, you could join up with the carriers, especially if you want a crash course on the city.
The carriers? Can you tell me more?
The Carriers Guild. They're an elite band of messengers delivering letters and packages all over the city. Kinda like pilgrims, except inside the walls. Oh, and they're not outlaws who wander around looking for work. No offense, bro.
None taken.
They know every square inch of this city. You'll earn your way around in no time working for them.
Their headquarters is on Downtown Court, inside the metro station that bears the same name.
Here, take this letter to Driscoll. He heads up the guild. Solid guy. He'll give you a shot. You can trust him.
Thanks, Nicholas. I gotta go.
Thanks, Aiden. With skills like that, you'll find plenty to do around here. But watch what you get yourself into.
I hear Matt told his men to leave the island camp. Yeah, PKs don't care about us.
How you doing, Aiden?
Inhibitor container detected.
I'm looking for the Guildmaster. Driscoll, I was told.
Well, that'd be me. And who are you? It's not often I see an unfamiliar face. Not from around here, I gather.
No, and I'm looking for work.
Sorry, pal, but this is a special organization. You can't just waltz in off the street and get a job here.
I'm not waltzing. Yeah, I don't even dance. Nicholas sent me. He gave me this letter.
Well, that changes things. If Nicholas sent you, then we can talk. He's a good bloke.
All right, look, you said you were a special group. What's so special about the Carriers Guild?
We work for the people, not just for cash on the barrelhead. Carriers deliver packages and letters all over the city.
I did a lot of that as a pilgrim. It's a valuable service.
It's priceless. And not just because of the fees we collect, you merc. Packages and letters are information. Information is the lifeblood of a society. It's also the connective tissue. Brings people together. And it can tear them apart.
Yeah, I definitely get that.
Ah, like hell you do. Pilgrims are just pure play. You don't have any higher purpose. But carriers, the carriers are the trusted stewards of this system of information and connection. In our way, we safeguard society, protect and defend information. We keep people connected to one another.
I see what you mean. It sounds like a huge responsibility.
Damn right it is. Which is why not every Tom, Dick, Harry, or shady pilgrim is cut out to be a carrier.
Please, I just want to help. Is there anything I can do?
Yeah, you can just bugger off. Have yourself a wonderful day.
Hey, are you sure you don't need me? Looks like you're running low on carriers.
Aye. Things have gotten more dangerous than usual lately. Maybe I'm trying to do you a favor by not bringing you in at this particular juncture.
I'm a pilgrim. I know danger. Outside the walls, danger.
Oh, do you now? I tell you what. How about I give you a little test, and we see how that goes?
Works for me. Test away.
Okay, hotshot. Let's see what you're made of. First, you need to make your way to the top of a building nearby and bring back a package that was left by one of ours. Should be lying somewhere by a tent.
Is that all? Don't go anywhere.
If those lights don't go on, I need help.
Got it. That was easy.
That was quick. Not bad.
That was a test? I barely broke a sweat.
Hey, don't get cocky, hotshot. That was just a primer. As you'd guess, delivering messages will take you through areas swarming with infected. And sometimes at night. For this test, you'll need to pick up 5 letters that were dropped in a dark zone when the previous carrier was being chased by the infected. You'll need real skills just to survive, let alone succeed. Piece of cake for a pilgrim, though, right?
Yep. This sounds more my speed. I'll see you soon.
Inhibitor container detected. Inhibitor container detected.
Not bad, hotshot. Not bad.
That hardly qualified as a test.
Ha! This last one, mate. You come face to face with customers. This is what the job is about. Connecting people through the letters they send and receive. Reconnecting our fractured society, so to speak. This is where you prove your true worth.
I can handle it. Believe it or not, I'm sort of a people person.
Oh, you could have fooled me. But I have to admit, you're not a fragile type. I'm starting to see some potential. Pull this off, and I might consider letting you take the carrier's oath after all. I just better not get any complaints from the clients.
You won't. I promise.
Matt told his men to leave the island camp. Damn PKs don't care about us.
Ugh.